Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager. It's time to wrap up the 2022 season, and it's put up or shut up time. Every little bit of tweak that we've made over the course of the year, all of the glorious disasters like the fire, times that we've dominated a race, times that we've barely lost positions at the end, costing us points, all of them have led to this. Just ahead of Toyota, 30 points down on Jackie Chan DC, and one race remaining in Sydney. If we had a couple more races beyond that, I'd feel pretty good about our chances, but we don't. We've got a big gap to make up here. The rain is good news. There may possibly be other good news, but we've really got to pull out every stop possible to make this happen, or we're going to be coming back to endurance for another year. It's down to that. Alrighty, I believe this is the best we're going to put together. We did improve our time a bit, and once again, we remain second behind Jackie Chan in the pit crew department. So I brought in Bryson here, who is a high stamina 19 on the front jack. We still have Odin out there, but it allows us to have a backup option, and with a better stamina, he'll be less apt to make mistakes. See, we've got some people who made some mistakes, some people who are tired around here. I think we had one or two other people that we lost again this time around. That does happen periodically, and the game does not tell you why. Did they just quit? Did they get hired away by somebody else? So that's something that I'm not a huge fan of. Nonetheless, we're able to get Szymanski out here, Zymanski, who's our top, refueler tires person, and actually, Lisbatics here is about the same in quality and can still go for another race. Gonzalez, our top pure tire person out there as well. And Lavial, who's our top on the rear jack, remains out there. Burho could give it a run. And actually, no, stamina isn't as good. So we're going to go with that. So we did pick up a couple more people. I'm not sure about keeping all of these around, but I'm going to keep them for now. So feeling pretty good about the pit crew as we move along. Well, here's an interesting email bug. Contracts are running down. Only one person's contract running down at the end of the season, and nobody's listed. Turns out that it's Zane Goddard. Everybody here has got time, and we probably want to keep all of them. The staff has been good here, and having over 4-star potential is excellent. And actually over 4-star potential, or performance, except for Florstedt, the designer. Still got room to improve there. But it's on the drivers, and it's Zane Goddard. And he's one of the people we probably want to upgrade, because we got a 3.5-star Negrau, 3.5-star Goddard, Ludwig close to 4, Mueller at 4, Van Hoor close to 4, Castelje. So, we would definitely probably want to upgrade Goddard. Now, he is willing to take a reasonable deal. I could probably actually save a little bit of money, but it would all depend on how tight the money is, and I'm definitely not going to make that kind of decision until we see how we do in this race. But more than likely, we'll need to figure that out for next year, and I'm definitely leaning towards replacing him. Not that he's done badly. Been responsible for 3 wins in the 8 races this year. 1 win last year, 1 the year before that. But I really just think that we've got to upgrade and be more in the 4-star higher range with more of our drivers going forward if we can. If we can find somebody for a reasonable price that's a little bit better, without paying a bunch of money to break a contract, I feel like I'm going to have to do that. Okay, so where we are on the parts is looking fantastic. You can see 96% on the suspensions, and that's the only thing left to improve. Performance and, everything's maxed out. Reliability to 100% on everything. Performance is as good as it can get on everything. We can't do any better. Let me make sure that we have all the best parts in the cars. And we do. So, nothing we can do to improve the cars. And they're picking us 6th and 4th. It was 5th and 2nd last time. So they do agree that we're not quite as good for Sydney. Now what happened is in the gearbox, we actually slipped down below United Autosports again. They made an improvement. So we still got up closer, but there's quite a big gap there. Nose, we stayed right where we were, competitive behind Toyota, but Toyota also improved their rear wing. So there's nothing about our car that's better than Toyota. The Jackie Chan, it's a different story. We're much stronger on these parts, and the nose is where it's at for this particular race. That's the crucial part. And we remained in 3rd, just ahead of Jackie Chan. It looks like this has actually dropped. Like, we dropped a bit, and the arrow here dropped a bit. So there's quite a gap between us and Toyota. And so staying ahead of Toyota in this final race, I mean, I don't know how we do that. I mean, other than the rain. Like, the rain and strategy is really the only way that I see that happening. Good on sponsors. Yeah, boy, it's going to be a cold race. So we're going to want to use the best tires that we can. I'm going to try with the super softs, and then if, that's not going to get us the distance, we'll come back and do the softs and all of that. But otherwise, we need to get out there. We need to do everything we can, take advantage of the weather. Maybe we can steal a pole if we get the qualifying weather in our favor. Anything we can do here to make this work is going to be necessary. Let's see what we can grind out in the final race of the year. Well, the qualifying results are in, and they're pretty much a nail in the coffin. As you can see here, Jackie Chan adds a couple more points, getting the pole with their dominant #1 team of Lauderer, Girolami, and Wynn. And we finished 3rd and 5th, slightly better than we expected. You can see a lot of cars bunched up, but all of them about half a second behind Jackie Chan's #1 team. So, yeah, we appear to be in trouble. We did very respectable overall compared to Toyota and compared to their second grouping. But that's another couple points we just could not afford to hand out. Looking good as usual. Not the best qualifying for, says Van Hoor, but we'll have a good race strategy, keep the faith. And we definitely need to keep the faith, but I don't know if a good race strategy is going to be good enough. If we can put it on pole, nope, we didn't happen. So there was lots of rain. Oh, it's going to start out nice. There lots of rain as expected for practice and qualifying, and that played havoc with our strategy. It really didn't play into our hands much. And we didn't get the full race trim even, or the full soft tires trim, unfortunately. Full trim on everything else. But there just wasn't enough dry weather for it. So we're banking on inters here. We need rain. We need lots of it. And we're going to get some fairly early on. Yeah, this first stint, I don't think it's going to last more than about between 45 minutes and an hour. Which makes our choice of soft tires not as good. We went with soft because the super softs weren't going to cover the distance. So, yeah. Do we go with, well, first of all, we're going to go with inters and race trim. Both cars. We're going all in on the rain. Because if it doesn't rain a lot, we're in trouble anyway. So, you know what? Might as well maximize that. And let's see. Well, Mueller, you can get the nod to start off. You're looking pretty excellent. Short stint, then maybe we give you a longer one later. Now, we can do long stints on the intermediate tires on this track. And we're also going to be really able to bake the tires and really push them hard. So that's going to be a new strategic wrinkle. So we got almost 4-star speed, less than 2-star durability. And here we would get our boost to our performance. So I think it's still better to go with the softs. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so fuel. Well, we're definitely not going to want that much. It's 41 to 42 laps for a full stint. Then, of course, we'd want to take some of that off for using the charge for the battery with hybrid, and then we can take even more off for the fact that we're not going to be able to go the whole amount. So we're going to be pretty aggressive here. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we're going to drop this all the way down to 20 laps. And we're going to see how that rolls. Okay, car number 2. We want Negrau to go crazy at the start. Well, Ludwig, you're not even going to get into your fired up zone. I think that's going to make the decision for me. Negrau, we're going to put you out there. We get on softs. We're going to give you 1 extra lap of fuel, and that's it. 21. Stick with that. Okay. So third position, above average form. And above average here. I'm liking our form overall, though others are better. You know, they're looking pretty solid. Really, everybody across the board looking like they're more or less ready to race. And yeah, we essentially need a miracle. Are we going to get one? Got to dominate this race, finish basically first and second, or it's pretty much all over. Yep, temp's going down. We're going to push right away with the tires for Mueller. Of course, I can't tell Negrau what to do, but he's burning his tires as fast as he possibly can. And Mueller is going to feel pretty good. So we're in third and fourth early on and pushing for second. I like that. Okay, slow down. Yeah, let's go medium on the engine, and then we'll gradually reduce the tires with neutral. I don't see any reason to go beyond that. Tires should be fine. The only question for us now is going to be fuel. Fuel management will be critical. We seem to be, like, everybody else is on super sauce, but we seem to be reasonably competitive still. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic here in the early going. 20 minutes in. We should be almost halfway into this stint. I think, if anything, I carried too much fuel. Now Mueller's backing off. Going through some slower traffic. And we'll go hybrid for the first time here in Sydney. Mueller has nosed ahead. McGraw now losing some ground. But part of that's the tire situation. I'm going to want to rectify that in a moment. Go hybrid. Go push. And we got to back off to neutral now on Mueller. So he's going to lose some pace. Really ground out those tires quite a bit. Still, we're normally back further than this by, half an hour into the race. So I'm liking it. I think going low on fuel really helped us. Of course, we're going to pay for it at the first pit stop, but still. Oh, go hybrid. And you as well. Fairly even on that. We'll go push with both cars, and we're pretty synchronized now. We're going to go hybrid for a bit more. Okay, the rain's coming. Let's slow it down. Third and fourth, though. We're not losing a bunch of distance here. And now I'm just waiting for them to tell me it's time to come in. And we're also going to go hybrid now with Mueller. I want to make sure that we've got plenty of time. McGraw with more fuel. For some reason he felt like being cautious on it at the beginning instead of burning it, as you probably saw. And hybrid for Negrao. So we're in good striking condition, but of course we would not be anywhere close. Jackie Chan is beating us in this race. We're beating Toyota early on. So we would stay right where we are, a distant second. They don't want to come in yet, so I did not indeed have too much fuel. Some of the other cars starting to suffer now on their tires, but this isn't going to be a long enough stint that they're really going to pay for it. There we go. We're going to ignore you, but we are going to pit with Negrao. Okay, what's our weather look like? Oh yeah, it's going to get nice and wet out there for the foreseeable future. Okay, let's get Ludwig out there for a nice long stint on our inters then. All right, you're going to have decent battery charge, not a huge amount. Might be a bit high, but I want... The thing is, I wouldn't mind... I don't know how long we're going to need to do it. But I'm going to assume a fairly standard length. We'll go with 28 laps of fuel. Yep, we're going to stick with balanced. 16% works for me. We really need to get some good pit stops out of our crew. And then, as soon as Mueller crosses the line, we will go ahead and switch to a pit stop there. Okay, so again, cautiously optimistic here, and we're going to be dealing with our area of expertise as we switch to the inters. So if we have a nice long period of rain, and if it doesn't get too wet, and go into the period where we need to use wets, then we're going to be feeling very good about ourselves indeed in this race. I should be going a little bit faster there. First pit stop coming. I don't see a reason not to go with a hot hand in Van Hoor. Switch to inters. We give you a little bit more fuel, up to 30 laps, because of how low your charge is there. Tire change. McGraw to Ludwig. Smooth stop. Less than 42 seconds. Let's go neutral for a bit, see how that goes on our tires. Mueller coming in at the same time as Toyota does. It'll be interesting to see who wins this pit stop race. Well, not going to be us with that kind of screw up. Huh. 14 and a half seconds. Good grief. And that we would have been ahead of them otherwise. We're okay. So it is what it is. And wait for everybody to get in. We'll see where we are, but we need for that to not happen again, obviously. Okay, second and fourth. If we had not had that mistake, you would be up here just behind Ludwig. We'd be ahead of Toyota. As it is, we're second and fourth, and 6 seconds behind the leaders from Jackie Chan. Okay, and we're losing tire temp. I think we definitely want to push here. We're not going to have enough fuel to use the entire tire from inters. Now, of course, pushing in wet weather is dangerous. Not like we got a lot to lose. Well, current standings, there they are. And I haven't seen anything to convince me that we don't just continue to need to get to... Oh boy, these are heating up quickly though. What's our temperature at? 14, 15. They just heat up faster. Okay. Back to neutral. And you as well. We'll switch you off to gathering energy as we gradually work on synchronizing. 5 seconds behind the lead is Ludwig. Van Hoor sitting back here. And boy, those 14, 15 seconds could really hurt us. But it's a long race. So maybe we can make up that time somewhere. I'm not betting the farm, but it might be able to happen. Still only 20 minutes into this stint. Looks like these tires are going to hold temp better than did our softs. So we're not going to need to do as many changes with that. I'm losing some time more as Van Hoor, so that's not good. Everybody's on inters. Yeah, it's going to keep getting wetter. Doggone it. Might have added too much fuel. So I may have to switch to wets here. Okay. Let's burn as much of it as we can. Ludwig appears to be holding his ground at 5 to 6 seconds back. Of course, we need to do better than that. At least eventually. As I say that, he starts losing. But we also gained with Van Hoor, so go figure. The rain is going to lighten up. It depends on how close we get to that peak when they ask for wets. If they ask for wets, actually. We're gonna let the drivers make that call, because they seem to be quite good at it. Definitely better than I am on this mode with the difficult to see water gauges. We're fading, second and fifth. See how close we can get to a full stint here. About 20 minutes away from it now. Oh, some of them are switching to wets already. Including the leaders, but they have not said anything to me, at least not that I've seen. Unless I've missed it. Everybody else is on wets. I better slow this down. Yeah, they're catching us. Doggone it. Either the drivers didn't let me know in time, or I just missed it. We're definitely into that era. I think it's how long do we want? I think it's close to a full stint. All right, we're going to give a normal stint. We're going to put Van Hoor in first. Van Hoor in for Goddard. Switch to wets. Normal fuel of 28 laps. Then Ludwig will come in next. Yeah, he's just getting swallowed up. So obviously that's the kind of mistake I could not afford in this race. That's probably going to doom us. I just let it go too far. Come in. Forques Thelye. Had too much fuel for that stint, but I didn't know what the weather was going to do. Held it too far. We're going to gain a little bit back, hopefully, in faster pit times here, but still. Goddard comes out. Well, at least they were pretty good pit stops. But yeah, that dropped us all the way down to 6th and 10th. I think we can forget about this race this season. But it was such a long shot in any case. Let's see what we can make out of this. Can we get back up to, because the current standings, Toyota's going to finish way ahead of us. Can we get back up ahead of Toyota this race? That's sort of the new thing to aim for here. In the last 2/3 of this race. Trying to think, I can't remember if we've even had a totally wet race in the endurance. If we have, I don't remember it. Castelli at 6-3, but Goddard's not doing us any favors on the driving front. Temperature gradually going up, but not that far. It's pretty cool out there, and the rain's going to stop soon, so then it's going to drop off quite a bit. Ooh. And yeah, this is just going to be a bad race for us if, nothing else shakes loose. But it's not the end of the world. I didn't expect to pull this off. So, just see what we can do with it. Try not to give anything away for the rest of the race. And from a minute and about a minute and a half back, see if we can bounce at all or what happens here to finish the year. Well, Goddard's moved up a spot. We're now 7th and 9th. Still not winning any awards on the day, that's for sure, but it's better than it was. 45 minutes into this stint, the track is still soaked. And we'll go down to neutral here. Wait a bit longer on the first car. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of movement in how far behind we are. Again, a function of how competitive it is. And that pit stop really hurt us, obviously. "20 minutes till we're stopped." Yep, people are starting to come in. So this isn't one that the drivers are warning us about, but I think it's important anyway. Let's bring in Goddard. We are in the wet range here. Let's see. How long is this one likely to last? No sign of any more rain. I'm going to go with a full stint again. Keep cycling them through. Full stint. I think I might have had a little bit too much fuel. Let's go down to 25. The difference between the drivers, of course, is not nearly enough to stack them up on the same lap. Now you're saying it. Ugh, I'd rather not put a Grau out there. We can switch back to Ludwig. Let's do that. Switching to Mueller. Good stop. And also moves us down to last. But that's temporary. Another good stop. Yay, we're last and second to last. Well, it doesn't get any worse than that. Waiting for everybody else to decide to get onto inters, and then once again we'll see our real pace. Mueller driving well, Ludwig not so much. Here they come. Well, we're definitely moving back up the field, that's for sure. Here comes the last one. All right, let's slow this up a bit. Tires are getting warm. A little warmer than I'd like them to be. And if this lasts long enough, I wouldn't mind an extended stint here for these drivers. But that's getting a bit ahead of ourselves for the moment. Yeah, 3rd and 7th. It's definitely up from where we were. We're back up to competing with Toyota for 2nd place. So it's looking like it's going to stay dry, or dry out rather, and clear weather. Question is just how long does it take these? And I would like to get to a point. I think fuel will be the limiter. But I would like to get to a point where we can ride this all the way to where it's time to go to drier tires. Since we pit before the others, pretty good bet that they'll make it that far. Unless it happens to be longer than a normal stint, in which case they might have to make another stop. I don't know. Something like that could still play in our favor and improve our circumstances. But it would take it to get us back in this race, that's for sure. It's still going to be quite a while. I mean, it still looks like another hour at least. We wouldn't be able to go too far beyond an hour anyway with these drivers. So yeah, settle in, boys. If this times out right for us, and honestly, with where we are, it might. We could save a stop compared to the others. Could save us some time. I don't know. Just gonna have to ride it out and see. We're over the halfway point in Sydney. The next stop obviously going to be crucial. And also obviously going to be a while from now. Ludwig above average, Mueller good. I'd like it if they drive a little bit better. That always better is good, but we're not doing too bad right now. Should be able to get an extended period of pushing here. Let's see if we can make any progress there. Mueller's fired up period is already gone, but Ludwig's is still coming. I think that's about even. Equalize the tires as much as we're able. Down to 20 seconds off the lead. Wouldn't have bet the farm on that happening during the wet section. It's not really going to matter, though, with car number 1 and Mueller back as far as they are. We would need a significant break to pull them up farther. Okay, down to 8 to 9 laps of fuel. A lot of dinking around there at the front. We're staying about the same now. And time for some driving time warnings. There's the other one. Ludwig's form is dropping. Mueller's is getting better, though. Mueller trying to find a way forward. There's a couple cars not that just right in front here. This looks like he's struggling to make the pass. Okay, so yeah, we want to go in now. It's much, yeah, that's sooner than I thought it would be. Doggone it. Okay, adapt to the new scenario. They want us to switch to dry tires. Not going to rain for the rest of the race. We're going to need 2 more stints. Van Hoor's the only fresh driver. There's not a lot of choices here. So we'll just make the stops that we need to make. Go hybrid. Ugh. McGraw, what is wrong with you? Castelli is down too far in her energy, though. I don't have much choice. I've got to throw him back out there. I think I want him for a shorter stint and then go back to Castelli. So, let's see. She's got about an hour and 20 to give us. So I need about 45, 50 minutes from Negrao. So we'll set him at 20 laps of fuel and see what he does. My guess is I won't be too impressed by it. Van Hoor comes out with a good stop. McGraw as well. Okay. So yeah, the brakes that we needed, they didn't work out for us. Now, nobody else is switching yet. So we could be gaining some more time on them. Now they're starting to do it. Okay, 3rd and 5th. Well, puts us just back in front of Toyota. Medium neutral there. Okay, I think that's about right. Go back to hybrid. McGraw up to second. And look who dropped down, Jackie Chan. So let's assume that that actually holds for whatever dumb reason. Oh, we're still down to third. Because Toyota's in first. I mean, like, if we got first in front of Toyota, then that would all of a sudden change. It's only 4 seconds back. Even with McGraw driving like an idiot. Boy, what if we had not messed up that pit stop earlier in the race? And had that mistake. But, you know, there's so many things that would have had to go right in this race. Switching back to push. And McGraw drops back behind them, which is no surprise. The form is actually getting worse. Van Hoor is doing decent. I want to get only about another 20 minutes out of McGraw, and then I want to get him out of the car. Ran that way too far. Yeah, McGraw falling back. And I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. Latest standings. Yep. Third amongst relative equals, if you want to look at it that way. McGraw getting close. Not much longer before I want to pull him out. All right, I think this is going to do it. Yep, she'll have time to finish. She's looking really good right now, too. Let's get her in the car. Going to finish it up for us, assuming... Yeah, it looks like it's still going to have no rain the rest of the way. I don't know exactly how much it's going to take. About 25. That's what I'm going to go with. I need Van Hoor to burn some fuel there for sure. Here we go. Last pit stop, car number 2. Let's see who your options are. Yeah, I'd like to get Mueller's energy up a little higher before I make that switch. Plus, use your fuel. Good pit stop. Out in 6th, 4th and 6th, but you'll go up from there. How far? Yeah, that remains to be seen. So I'd like Van Hoor to burn a bunch of fuel for a short pit stop here. As soon as he can get through the fuel load, probably take him out. Moves up third. Let's run that hybrid down a ways, do one more push with Van Hoor. Stoneman retired, not a Class A driver. Whoa, I don't know why that's down there. I want to push that a little bit higher. You can go back. Of course, it's a little rougher when they're not synchronized. Yep, running low on tires, but just burn the fuel a bit longer. We're almost there with it. You're driving at 7. Get you around one more lap. Go hybrid here for a bit. There we go. Now we're going to switch it up. Okay, so Mueller, you've got pretty much a full charge. You're definitely going to want to lower your fuel. How much is the question. I think you can get away with 20. If you can't, I'll always think you should have. Last pit stop of the race. Going well so far. Completed. What on earth? Starting to see double. Oh, yeah, that's Van Hoor with the fatigue. Like to sync this stuff up. We're in 5th and 7th, but only the last place here has come in. The rest of these are going to have to come in soon. They're going to be in trouble with their tires. Less than an hour to go. What on earth? Mueller's not going to make it. Why did I wasn't looking at his time when I subbed him out. Oh, good grief. Just a comedy of errors. We have to go back in. Switch drivers. Might not need to switch anything else, but that's going to be long enough to kill us for his position. Just do what you can as long as you're out there. Burn as much fuel as you can. Oh, that's just annoying. That's an amateur mistake. So Mueller's speed burst is done. Yeah, we got to go back to Goddard. That's the answer. driving well enough. I don't want to pull him out till I have to. This lap and one more. There we go. Switch to Goddard. We might as well switch tires while we're doing it. If we're going to do that, not going to be out there that long. Go back to softs. Fuel will stick with the same. Castelli battling second, third. Who knows where she's going to end up? Mueller? Where are you going to end up? Watching Goddard hopefully do something useful. Go hybrid. Okay. Goddard's in sixth. Castelli in third. We're probably going to stay there. "20 minutes left. Suppose that's the one good thing about this race. It is almost over. Castelli, you do not have enough tires to push much. So you're just kind of stuck where you are. You're going to be really tired by the end of this, but you're going to make it. Oh, another pit stop. Huh. Back up to fifth for us now. Oh, good grief. Yeah, we need to leave that ARS on now. Now we're going to have to push some more. We're going to run out of tire temp. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we need you to be on hybrid. Why did I do that? I don't know, but it wasn't a good idea. Yep. Goddard, let's just do this for a bit. Yep, but you're also almost done, so deal with it. Okay, third and fifth, slightly better than we were predicted, not good enough. Toyota wins the race. Jackie Chan second and us third, and that's a pretty good synopsis of the year, except for Jackie Chan's actually going to take the overall title. We could have been closer, but winning it probably was a little bit out of our grasp. We do get on the podium. Overall, drivers finishing third, fifth, and sixth. And there we go. Still maintained the 30-point gap to Jackie Chan. Toyota leaps ahead of us Yeah, we were close this year, but we didn't make it. Now, I think it was very winnable. I mean, we just needed to avoid more mistakes. Better deliver. Well, the season's over, and I didn't deliver. And pretty solid, maybe above average showing by the first car. And we're getting boosts for Negrao, who stunk it up. $14 million in the bank. That'll be important. But yeah, lost a winnable season. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Jackie Chan, take a bow. But on the other hand, our drivers were below average. Our car wasn't competitive for most of the year, and even where it is, it's way behind Toyota. And we still came fairly close to pulling this off. So I think if the off-season goes well, I honestly think we're looking at a situation where we should really be in a victory lap scenario for 2023. So we'll be heading forward next year when we continue. Till then, thanks for watching. Motorsport Manager off season coming up next.